The Story of Pãncàyudha. The Buddha shared this narrative at Jetavana to address the wavering resolve of a young monk. When the monk was brought before him, the Buddha said, "My son, rekindle your determination." In the past, even in the face of immense adversity, wise individuals upheld their resolve and ultimately achieved their goals. He then proceeded to recount the following tale. In the distant past, during the reign of King Brahmadatta in Varanasi, the Bodhisattva was born as the son of the queen. He was named Pãncàyudhakumara. Shortly after his birth, the king invited 800 ascetics to the palace for an auspicious offering ceremony. Once the ceremony concluded, the king inquired of the learned sages about the destiny of the young prince. After thoroughly examining the Bodhisattva's features, the sages declared that he was destined to wield ultimate power over the entire world when he matured. Overjoyed by this prophecy, the king sought to cultivate the prince's potential. He sent him, in his youth, to study in Takkasila, a renowned city in Gandhāra. At Takkasila, Pãncàyudhakumara displayed remarkable intelligence and an unyielding spirit. His determination to excel allowed him to master every discipline swiftly. Within a few years, he became proficient in all the arts and sciences taught at the institution. Impressed by his diligence, his teacher permitted him to return to Varanasi. On his journey back, the young prince had to traverse a dense forest, notorious as the dwelling place of a ferocious yaksha named Salsaloma. Local inhabitants warned travelers that no living being, neither humans nor animals, had ever survived an encounter with the yaksha. As the prince prepared to enter the perilous forest, a compassionate villager, aware of the numerous tragedies that had unfolded there, cautioned him. "Young man, this forest is the domain of a cruel yaksha. None who venture into it, be they human or beast, ever return alive. I implore you to take an alternate route for your safety." However, Pãncàyudhakumara, calculating that the alternative path would delay his return by several months, resolved to proceed through the forest. Not long after entering the forest, the yaksha appeared before the young prince, its menacing presence intent on ending his life. Undeterred, Pãncàyudhakumara swiftly drew his arrows and launched them at the yaksha. Yet the creature's skin, as impenetrable as steel, remained unscathed. Undaunted, the prince resorted to his maces, but they too proved ineffective against the yaksha's invulnerable body. The yaksha retaliated with a powerful strike, causing the prince to drop all his weapons. It then seized him in a crushing grip. Despite this, Pãncàyudhakumara's resolve remained unbroken. Using his hands and feet, he continued to fight with unwavering determination. Intrigued by the prince's resilience, the yaksha sneered, "Young man, your determination is commendable but futile. Surrender now, and I shall ensure your end is swift and painless." The prince, undaunted, issued a bold warning, "Do you know why I fear you not? Within me lies an indestructible weapon. Should you devour me, it will destroy us both." Alarmed by this revelation, the yaksha hesitated. Fearing for its own life, it released the prince, saying, "Very well, I have no desire to consume you. Go in peace." Before departing, Pãncàyudhakumara addressed the yaksha with words of wisdom. "Your malevolent deeds have condemned you to this existence as a yaksha. If you persist in harming others, you will remain trapped in this cycle of suffering. Cease your killings and instead cultivate virtue by adhering to the precepts, refrain from stealing, speaking cruelly, or harming others. Strive to assist those in need. Only through such actions can you escape your misery." The yaksha, moved by the prince's words, vowed to abandon its destructive ways and committed to a path of righteousness. The prince continued his journey and eventually returned to Varanasi, where he ascended to the throne. As a ruler, he devoted himself to guiding his subjects towards morality, using wisdom and compassion to inspire virtuous conduct. Having concluded the tale, the Buddha expounded the Four Noble Truths to the monks. His words resonated deeply with the young monk, who regained his determination and attained arahantship. The Buddha then disclosed the identities of those in the story. The yaksha was a past incarnation of Angulimala, and the resolute prince, Pãncàyudhakumara, was none other than a previous embodiment of the Buddha himself.